Have you ever wondered who the best right midfield wonderkids are at FM22? I've got the answers for you right here. Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Wonderkids within FM22. We've been going through every position. We've done the defensive line now, did CDM last time out, and now we're in the midfield, right midfield. And here are my 5 picks for right midfield. But before that though, if you're liking this series and the videos on the channel so far and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Why haven't you already? Get that subscribe button hit right now. Give the video a thumbs up if you like the video at the end of it, and leave a comment down below on your right midfield wonderkids. Here we go, here's the list. Let's have a look at the boys and see who we're going with. Mohamed El Hatran comes first into the list here. Right midfield maestro. Left-footed player, so very much cut inside on that right-hand side. Inverted wing type player. Hit the ball to him, cuts inside on the left. He'll have a shot, he likes a shot. Dribbling, very good attributes. You can see here, he's actually on loan from Juventus. I'm not sure this is in real life. I'm pretty sure he went to Juve in real life. So he has gone on loan to Sampdoria within real life as well, which is quite interesting. Not the fastest, really. For me personally, I'd want something a little bit faster than that. But I mean, not too bad. Acceleration 13, pace of 14, but good dribbling, good first touch, really good technique as well. And the mentals aren't bad. There's a few there which aren't amazing. Like, they're okay, they're good enough. But I mean, at 19, you still develop. Mohamed comes in at number 1 on the list. You can see number 2, shall we? Who is Noni Madunke. Sorry about pronunciation of these names as well. They're probably butchering a bunch of them. But you get the gist. You get the gist. The PSV boy, English born and bred as well. No England caps yet for him. 1 under 21 cap. But I mean, you look at him here, and like, as a right midfielder, dribbling's great. The acceleration's great. Some amazing mental attributes as well. Composure's like amazing. Flair as well. A bit of flair, a bit of skill. Why not? The new match engine, you can see all that flair happening, so it's great. Technique, decent passing range as well, and getting forward, not bad finishing either. Again, someone who is left footed, so he could cut inside, again, on that right foot, cuts onto the left, drills a shot across, passes across goal. Worth a look at, and a decent valuation as well. I mean, it's quite a wide span. I mean, for 20 million, someone for the future, you got a winner here. Next up, we go to Dortmund. Dortmund's second team, in fact, actually. Ansgar Knauf. That's pronounced correctly? Maybe? I mean, he's just a fast dribbling winger. He can play left and right, but I mean, being right footed only, I prefer him on that right hand side, possibly more so. But decent technique. The mentals aren't amazing, but I think with enough first team football, we can get the mentals up, enough training, there's room for that. I mean, the crossing's decent. Dribbling, first touch, and technique are the main key ones for this guy. A lot cheaper option as well, this guy is. He's not played any first team football yet, no international football yet, so for a cheaper option, you want to look at, he's definitely one to look at. We go into number 4 on the list. Nico Williams, a Spanish boy. I mean, looks good there straight away looking at him. You see that finishing again, another right-footed player. Right-footed, what am I about? Another right-wing player who is left-footed as well. A lot of these in this list, but that's what I prefer, using the inverted winger, inside forward type players. You can play on that one side, cut onto their stronger foot and shoot. I mean, it's not bad finishing and dribbling really, but it's more looking at the technique here, the determination, the acceleration. They're the things I'm looking at the most when I see this sort of player. Off the ball as well, 14, very, very good. He's just a very fast winger. He's just a very fast winger, but with the right training, he'll be a man. Again, 12 to 36 million. It's quite a wide range really, but at Bilbao, it's a club that are a selling club realistically, so you can probably get him fairly easily. Worth a look at, and only on 7k a week as well. Only on 7k. And we go to the last one. This boy, I've been using him on my Twitch save recently. We're in the beta period. We used Yunus Musa. We didn't use him in right midfield. We used him more as a central midfielder slash cam, mainly cam and shadow striker, because the formation we're playing, that 4-2-3-1, he fit in perfect behind the striker. We've been training there, but as a right midfielder, he has it all to do that role just as well. Again, technique, dribbling, great. Crossing can be worked on. Amazing mentors as well at 18 years of age. Absolutely amazing mentors. Still very, very fast and very young at 18. Already has 6 caps for America as well. So he's worth a watch. He's definitely worth one to look at. But on that note, we've gone through all 5 of my picks for right midfield wonderkids. There's the list again. A nice wide span. One from every country as well, which is always good to see. It's a bit different. We've had a lot of players from the same clubs, like I think Barcelona most weeks, and there's no Barcelona players here for once. So a nice change. We're going to go 5 years now into the future and have a look and see how they've turned out. So here we are, 5 years into the future, and you can see here the list has switched around quite a lot from players moving clubs. We'll go from the top of the list and work our way down as we go for our last one before. Yunus Musa, who's now at Manchester City. I mean, look at that though, man. I don't know if he's playing more centre midfield role for them guys, but I mean, in terms of like development here, the dribbling looks amazing now. First touch, still 23, 65 American caps now as well, 23 years of age, 9 goals. Absolutely unreal. Techniques good, even like as a defensive option, like his tackling here, marking. You can play him as a fullback possibly. You can play anywhere with these stats. Honestly, you can play anywhere. Apart from centre back, he's a bit small for centre back. He can't really header a ball, but I mean anywhere else on the pitch, this guy looks incredible. The traits as well, loads of good traits there. Very, very good player. I mean, let's have a look actually what's happened with him. They've played for quite a long time. Then 22.5 million. It's quite cheap for him, really. It is quite cheap. At 16 appearances in that season, Man City. It's very much a case of Valencia just started him from day one. First team football, over 30 games a season, every season. A couple of goals every season, a bunch of assists in that final season. See him get that move to Man City as well. So Yunus Musa, first on the list, has turned out pretty damn good. I mean, there's a bit of a variation there with the price range. You could fluctuate between that, but very good player. Not bad for our first pick. As we go to number 2, Nani has moved to Leicester in a move that saw him go on loan originally for 14 million and then 14.75 million bought for in the end. So not a bad little bit of business really for PSV, but I mean, he's been a starter ever since for Leicester. 30 games a season, bar one season at 26 here, but a bunch of goals, a couple of assists in there, but mainly his goal scored 7 goals last season for Leicester. In terms of stats, I mean, again, absolutely incredible. 24 years of age now, on 110k a week and a massive salary. But you look here, everything looks incredible about him. Size defending attributes though, it does look very, very good. One, it's worth watching 100%. One to watch. Get him in your team while you can while he's cheap. Get him in there while he's cheap. So next up on the list, Nico Williams. He's still at Bilbao, but I mean, his fees got up massively. Between 48 and 143 million. I mean, in terms of actually playing minutes and stuff, he's developed pretty good. There's a few low ones here, but I mean, it's long throws, heading, stuff from a 5'11" player you don't really need. The defensive side of his game is not great, but he's very much the attacking player. And I mean, with his stats, you can see that really. Goals, you see 8 goals here, 5 here, 3. A couple of fish got 4 assists last season out for Athletic Bilbao. In fact, he's still there. It's quite mad though. I mean, he played in their B team, by the looks of it here, and then possibly a loan move or something here, an affiliate club or something here, by the looks of it. But I mean, since then, they're coming back from that last spell out. He's been a first team regular, high average ratings as well. I mean, in general, like crossing 14, dribbling 16, first touch 13, technique 15, mentals are all really good across the board now. There's a few there, concentration will block a bit higher ideally, but not the end of the world. And the physicals are absolutely incredible, absolutely mental. Not been in the Spain setup yet, but 19 under 21 caps. If he keeps playing like this, it could possibly get into the first team of Spain. So next up on the list, Mohamed El Hadran. We looked at prior, was at Juventus, loan at Sampdoria. I mean, since then, he's at Sporting Gijon now. I'm not sure what's happened to him exactly. He went off to Juve, loaned to Sampdoria, went back to Juve, didn't really get the minutes. Played that first season under 23s, but never played in the first team and made a free transfer to Sporting Gijon. That hasn't really had the minutes to develop. I mean, he doesn't look great, but I have seen other people use him and he just looked absolutely incredible. So again, it's one of those players we mentioned in every video. You need to give them the minutes. If they don't get the minutes, they're not going to develop. He still looks a really good player, like probably more of a championship player at this time of his career, by the looks of it, but like passing, the technique, the first touch, the dribbling, all absolutely incredible. But the mentals and the physicals, some might great. Natural fitness is 6, like stamina 10. They're not great, but again, not getting first team football, these won't develop. What a shame for Mohamed. Didn't get the first team football and never got the full potential we could have reached. Which brings us to our final boy, Hans Glockenhoff, who we recently saw at Dortmund's B team. Now at Espanyol, went on a free transfer. Again, never got the minutes, never got into the Dortmund first team, like 5 appearances here, 4 appearances here. Never got that chance to, so hasn't developed as good as what he could have done. I mean, still an okay winger, not great. But again, it's very much a case of this guy is more, if you can get him in the championship, first team football, he'll develop and look better. Hasn't hit his full potential within this save over the 5 years, but as you can see, he's not playing any football. If you're not playing football, you're not going to develop. Guys, thank you again for watching. As always, more Wonderkid videos will come very, very soon. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.